Hello and welcome to Close to the Edge. My name is Pat, where we talk about all things prog rock, classic rock, heavy rock, and maybe even a sticker rock. Stick around, you never know. Today I'm going to do a 3-album ranking of the biggest band of all time, and that is the Beatles from Liverpool in the United Kingdom. Great city, great city. And someone asked me in one of my previous videos, would I do a ranking of the Beatles? Of course, I never thought of doing a ranking of the Beatles on this channel, to be absolutely honest with you. But when I thought about it more, I said, yeah, they were groundbreaking in the 60s. Paved the way for an awful lot of artists to do their own thing and creative with writing and producing and all that kind of stuff. And they were formed in 1960. And the Fab Four, as they call them. Now, the reason why I'm picking 3 albums, I have a few more, but these are the 3 I think are the best. By far and away the best. I know they have Revolver, Rubber Soul, they're okay. Magical Mystery Tour, okay. Early albums, okay. But not my cup of tea, so to speak, being a prog head. But these 3 albums I'm going to pick, I do really like these. I think these are excellent, classic, in many respects, groundbreaking albums. Groundbreaking. And I listened to him there today, and I listened to him with a new ear, if you know what I mean. Not these 2, I got a new one. It's for special occasions, as they say. But anyway, I listened to him, and I was quite blown away because I haven't heard him in a long time. And so, without further ado, I'm going to rank these 3 albums. And I hope you're going to enjoy this video, because I'm going to enjoy making it. There you have it. My number 3 is their 1969 album, Abbey Road. It's their second last studio album. There it is there. See, I have it on CD. I have Beatles. I have other stuff there as well. I love this album, and I actually think George Harrison gets a run on this album, actually. And I think there's some excellent, excellent tracks on this. Come Together is absolutely brilliant. Something, I think, is absolutely brilliant as well. Here Comes the Sun, I think that's a George Harrison one. I think that's a superb track. And I love Ringo's track. It's quirky. Octopus's Garden. Listen to that today. Brilliant. There's no bad track on this album. You Never Give Me Your Money. Brilliant. Sun King. Mean Mr. Mustard. Golden Slumbers. Carry That Weight. Like, there's 17 tracks on this album. Released in 1969. I would give this a 10 out of 10. These are all 10 out of 10. This is an absolutely brilliant, brilliant album. Second last one. I think their last album is not anywhere near as good as this. But anyway, that's my number 3, Abbey Road. If you haven't heard this album, which I presume most watching this video will have heard this album, but if you have by chance you haven't heard it, go and check it out. Brilliant. My number 2 is the 1967 release, Sgt. Pepper's. This was groundbreaking with the use of recording techniques. Even the album art, if you look at the album art, absolutely brilliant. The way it was produced, everything. And it's a concept album, and I think it's one of the very first concept albums. I stand corrected on that now, but I think it's one of the very first. People say it's kind of paved the way for a bit of prog in many respects, the way it was orchestrated, the whole album put together. But I don't know about that. But this is absolutely amazing. It's totally groundbreaking. Like, it's unbelievable, this album. It really is. With a little help from my friends, of course. Ringo sings. I like Ringo when he sings. He has an excellent voice. Very underrated drummer. Very underrated drummer. Of course, you started off with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It was absolutely brilliant. It's just absolutely superb. A Day in the Life. It ends on A Day in the Life. It's absolutely a fabulous track. But this is a groundbreaking album released in 1967, and the cover is superb. Frank Zappa done a skit of this cover his album We're Only In For The Money. Of course, that'll be Frank. But this is absolutely, of course, I think most people have heard this now, but by any chance again, if you haven't heard it or you haven't given it a good listen, go and check it out. Absolutely 10 out of 10. Classic. Masterpiece. But my favourite album by the Beatles, and always has been, I have this a long time, I bought this on a double CD, way back, is the White Album. The Beatles, the White Album. A double studio album. There weren't many double studio albums in the 60s. By any band. There weren't many. But this is absolutely just... This will kick your ass, as they say. It kicks off with Back in the USSR. Unbelievable track. You have Rocky Raccoon. Don't Pass Me By. I'm not going to name them all out because there's so many of them on it. You know, Mother Nature's Son. But the track on this I love the most. It's not nearly heavy metal really when you think of it. Helter Skelter. Like, that's so heavy. That's the heaviest track they ever did. Like, this is just an astonishing album. An astonishing, released in 1968. Like, I love this album. But anyway, that's just a quick video on the biggest band ever. Which they are. There's no denying that. And they were one of the most influential bands ever on a lot of other bands that came after them. And people say, what do I prefer? Do you like the Rolling Stones in the 60s as well? Now, I'm not a huge fan at all of the Rolling Stones. Actually, I have a best of them. That's all I have by them. I think these were in a different league. They're in a different league. So that's it. The Beatles. I hope you enjoyed that video now. It was just a quick video I did on the Fab Four, as they say. And if you like this video and you like any of my other videos, please like and subscribe. And I'm getting a lot of views on one particular video, which is Genesis. And I don't know what I did right on that video because it's the same video as I do all the time, but I'm getting a lot of views. But if you only could subscribe, it would help me immensely keep this channel going, because I'm new to it. It's only a few months old, and I really do appreciate all my new subscribers, all the likes and all the comments. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you do have a nice day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and I'll talk to you very soon for the next video. So, bye bye.